This is our example for your delta connection, delta to Y connection or Y to delta connection. So you can see that in this figure that you cannot find any of parallel or series resistance. Okay, so if you find any, just tell me. Take note that the definition of a series resistance is that one terminal is connected to the other terminal of the other, and then it would be connected directly to a source or to another terminal which is connected to a source. And then pag parallel siya, dapat the two terminals of these resistors are connected with each other. So in this case, there are no two terminals is connected, and there is no one terminal is directly connected to each other. So therefore, this is a delta to Y connection. So consider this connection at 1 ohm. So considering this direction, so you can see that this side or this circuit is just the same with this circuit, or this whole circuit is just the same with that circuit. Okay, okay, they are just the same, right? So let's focus on this circuit. So we have here 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm. So if I will redraw it into its version of your delta connection, so you can see that this is just connected in delta. This is your 1 ohm, another 1 ohm, another 1 ohm. Okay, then it will go to this spot. Okay. So take note that this is, or this can be rewritten into this one. Then select that this is your terminal 1, terminal 2, and this whole node is your terminal 3. So just like this one, this first figure, so therefore I may say that this is my terminal 1, terminal 2, and my terminal 3. Okay, so that is a delta connected or delta connection. Okay, so I may redraw, therefore I may redraw my circuit A and B into another circuit diagram which is equal to it. So this is what I am saying in your first meeting. Okay, okay, 1 ohm, and then this can be redrawn into another 1 ohm, right? And then our figure, which is going to the same figure or the same circuit. Okay, this figure can be written into this figure. This is your terminal A and your terminal B. Okay, this is figure is equivalent to that figure. Okay, next is that we will isolate this delta connected transformer in order to make it or transform it into its equivalent Y connection. So we have equivalent Y connection. Let's say this will be your terminal 1, terminal 2, and then will be our terminal 3. So therefore we will get its equivalent Y connection. So which is, this will be your, say this is will be my R1, This should be my R2. This should be my R3. Okay? So, if you will get the terminal of this one, so i-isolate natin siya dito. Isolate muna natin siya. Okay? If you will isolate it, so this will be your new figure. Okay? So, I will draw a bigger figure. In order for you to see it. This will be our R1, which is also equal to 1 ohm. Yan. So, I will isolate that one. Okay? So, this will be our terminal 1, terminal 2, or terminal 3. Okay? Since this circuit is equal to this circuit, we will copy that directly. Whatever the value of this one will also be the value of this circuit. Okay? So we have also this will be our terminal 1, terminal 2, and terminal 3 for that circuit. Then you can see they are connected. Okay? And then it will be connected to your terminal B. Okay, isolating this terminal. So, ganyan yan. Kunin natin yung R2, R1, and R3 natin. So, based on my figure, I represent this as my R2. Tama ba? Okay, and this is my R3. Depende lang pa sa pag-represent yan guys ha. And this is our R1. Okay. So, ito yung ikakabit natin mamaya sa in-isolate natin. So, we have our R2, R3, and R1. Okay. Let us solve. Take note that this RA, let's say this will be RA, RB, and RC. Take note that your RA is equal to 1 ohm, your RB is equal to 1 ohm, and also your RC is equal to 1 ohm. Okay. So how will we solve for our Y to delta connection? Solving for our R2, this one, your R2, our formula is the product of two adjacent resistors. So R1, RA multiplied by RB. Pwede siya masyadong makita. Yan. RA multiplied by our RB divided by the sum of all the resistors connected to your delta connection. So we have RA plus RB plus RC. But take note that our RA is equal to RB, which is also equal to your RC in this example, which is equal to 1 ohm. Therefore, our R2 is equal to 1 multiplied by 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1. It is equal to 1/3 ohm. That is our R2. So, solving for our R3, we have our R3 is equal to R3 is equal to R3. Our R3. is the adjacent resistor, your RA and your RC. So RA multiplied by RC divided by RA plus RB plus RC. Sir, bakit magkaiba yung formula mo sa pinrinay mong formula? Okay, the main point or the bottom line is that the formula for any Y connected, delta to Y connected resistor is that the product of the two adjacent resistors divided by the total delta connected resistors. Okay, so we have our RA, which is equal to 1 ohm, 4 multiplied by 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So we have 3 ohms, 1/3 ohms. And then our R4, our R1. So the adjacent resistors connected to it is your RB and your RC. So here we have RB, RC divided by RA plus RB plus RC. Therefore, we have 1/3 ohm. That is our R1. Solving for this one, so we have our R1, R3, and R2. Okay. After solving our R3, R1, and R2, therefore I may derive the formula for an equal delta connected resistors. So if your RA, RB, and RC, let me say if your RA is equal to RB is equal to RC. Therefore, I may say that your R delta in your R delta or your R resistance connected in delta connection is equal to your R delta multiplied by R delta all over R delta plus R delta plus R delta is equal to my RY or the resistance which will be connected in your Y connection. So we have if our delta, R delta, and R delta is equal to, which is other, therefore I may say that is equal to R delta squared all over 3R delta, which is equal to R delta all over 3. So if your R delta is equal to 1, R delta is equal to 1, therefore we have RY is equal to 1/3. Okay, so that is the case in our first example. So since you already know your R1, R2, and R3, which is equal to 1 ohm, which is equal to 1 ohm. Okay, 1/3 ohm. Tama ba? So this is our R1, R2, and R3, 1/3 ohm. Your R is also equal to 1/3 ohm. And then your R3 is also equal to your 1/3 ohm. So upon knowing this connection, so I may say that, yan. So we already know that connection. Let us reconnect it to our figure. Okay? So ito na. Re-reconnect natin to dito. But basically dito na. Because this will be our new figure. So we have our R1, R2, R3, R1. Tama ba? Sorry. Tama. R3 and R1. Tama ba? Okay. And then also, since this figure is similar to the upper figure, so I may say that this is also the same figure in your bottom area. So this is also your R2, R1, and your R3, right? Which is equal to 100. Okay. Tama? Okay. So, considering this area, another area, so consider natin itong area na to. Okay. So, you can see that you may write it into your 1 ohm, then another 1 ohm, and then your terminals T1, T2, T3. So, which is now, so, gawin natin muna siyang pink para makita nyo din na this will be your T1, or your R2, which is equal to 1/3. And then, nakakonect ito sa R3 mo, which is equal to R 1/3. So, this is R2. And then, this connection is connected to your R1. Nakaway siya sa R1 natin. Okay? So, R1. And then, we will have your terminal T3. So, T1 and T2. So, mapansin mo that you can already solve this terminal, right? So, if we will isolate that terminal, so tatanggalin ko muna siya dito. So, that is our terminal. Yeah. Take note that this figure is the same with this figure. Okay? Same yan. Parehas lang sila yan. So, whatever value we will get to upper figure will also be the value of this figure. Okay? So, let's start. Upon transforming it into its equivalent, delta to y transform. So, delta to y transformation. Delta to y transformation. So, we will have this value wherein your R total or your terminal, these terminals, let's say this will be your terminal AB. Terminal AB. So, RAB is equal to the series combination of this 1 ohm, 1 ohm plus our R2 in parallel with our 1 ohm. So, your 1 ohm plus our R3. And then, this connection is in series with your R1 plus R1. Tama? Ito. So, therefore, our RAB, so this is our RAB, which will be your, so this will be your terminal A, B. Okay, pag tinanggal natin yan, na-isolate natin yan ulit. So, actually, since parehas sila yan, so I may rewrite this figure into this figure. So, I have my 1 ohm, and then another 1 ohm. Okay. So, this will be that terminal. So, tatanggalin natin yan. This is your terminal AB. Okay. Same as this terminal. So, let's say this is also my terminal A prime, or my A prime is equal to my A and my B prime. Yeah. Terminal B prime. Para hindi na tayo malito mamaya. Kasi equal lang yung value ng resistor nila kasi parehas sila ng value yan. Okay? Yan. And then, this will be our, sige, A prime na lang to, B prime na lang to, and double prime itong dalawa. Kasi nga naka A and B to, di ba? A and B. Right? So, this will be our A and B. So, take note that may 1 ohm din dito. Yan. This is our 1 ohm. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, our our RA prime B prime, therefore, so I RA prime B prime na lang. in honor with your A and B in your total terminal. So I may say that it is equal to 1 plus 1/3 in parallel with our 1 plus 1/3 plus our R1 or 1/3. Okay, so we have 1 plus 1/3 guys. So paki-compute gamit yung calculator nyo. So we have 1 plus 1/3 is equal to 4/3, right? So 1 plus 1/3 is equal to 4/3. 4/3 in parallel with another 4/3. So we have 2/3 tama plus 1/3 equal to 1 all over 4/3 raised to negative 1 plus 4/3 raised to negative 1 plus 1/3, right? So we have 1 all over 4/3 raised to negative 1 times 2. So we have 2/3 plus our 1/3 is equal to 3/3 or simply equal to 1 ohm. So therefore my RAB is equal to 1 ohm. So pwede na nating ilagay that your RAB is equal to 1 ohm. So this is our RAB. So ilalagay ko na yung total resistance niya. This is RA prime B prime, which is equal to 1 ohm, which is also equal to your RA prime, RA double prime, and your B double prime, which is equal to 1 ohm. Tama? Yan. So therefore, you can see that this figure is, again, there is no direct delta or the direct resistor which is connected in series or connected in parallel. So how will we do it? Okay, parang ganun lang din. Or since I have already shown to you the what you call that, the Y connection, so therefore I will show you the Y to delta connection. So let us consider this figure. Yan, from Y to delta. Mapapansin mo that this figure is in T connection. So from T to delta connection tayo. From T or from your Y, parehas lang yung Y sa T ha. So from your Y connection to your delta connection. So invert natin yung delta natin para mas maganda tignan. Okay, delta connection from your Y to your delta connection. So we have our 1 ohm RA prime B RA prime B prime, and then another 1 ohm. Okay, let us isolate this figure to. Okay, so isolate natin itong figure na to. Okay, isolating that figure, so we will have our 1 ohm and then our 1 ohm and then another RA prime B prime, which is also equal to 1 ohm. Okay? So, i-isolate natin siya. This will be your terminal 1, terminal 2, and terminal 3. Same is true with this one. So, we have our terminal 1, terminal 2, terminal 3. So, papatakan ko lang kung hindi siya masyadong makita. Sky blue naman. Sky blue para makita yan. So, this is our T1, T2, and T3. Alright? So, since you already isolated that system, so I may say that I may draw another or this equivalent AB into this AB. So, we have, tingnan isolate natin T1. Okay. T3, T2. Okay. So, this is connected with this one, or 1 ohm. And then, your RA double prime and B double prime. Okay. And then, yan. So, will be to your B prime. Nakita nyo, in-isolate natin itong tatlo, hindi nyo siya makikita sa figure, which is particularly the terminals are left. Yan. Okay. So, mahaba to guys, no? Pero bag, hindi na lecture to, at gamay nyo naman na, mabilis lang siya. Okay. So, we will get its equivalent delta connection. So, this will be your delta 1. This I will indicate it as my RA. So, we indicated this 1 ohm. I will indicate it as our R1. And this is your, I will indicate it as your R2. And I will indicate it as our R3. Okay. So, you have already your RA, your RB, this will be your RC. Okay. So, the formula for your Y to delta transformation is, let's say your RA is equal to the product or the sum of the product of each of the resistors. So, you have connected in Y, so R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1 divided by the resistor connected opposite to it, or there is no connection to it. So, this is your R2. Wala siyang adjacent connection sa A mo, sa A and B mo. So, ito lang yung nakaka-opposite sa RA mo, which is your R2. And also, your RB is equal to R1 multiplied by R2 plus R2 multiplied by R3 plus R3 multiplied by R1 divided by the resistance opposite to it, or there is no connection to it. So, your RB, saan yung RB natin? Ito, which is basically equal to your R3. And then, for your RC, we have R1 multiplied by R2 plus R2 multiplied by R3 plus R3 multiplied by R1 divided by, syempre R1 na to, tama? Bakit? Tingnan mo. So, RC natin, opposite sa R1. Okay. So, therefore, we have, what is the value of our R1? 1 ohm. Our R2, which is your 1 also 1 ohm. When your R3 is also 1 ohm, tama ba? So, tignan natin. So, tago 1 ohm talaga sila. Okay? So, since R1, R2, R3 are equal, so I may say that it's equal to 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 all over 1. So, this is 3 ohm. So, ganun din dito. So it's equal to 3 ohm. This one. So we have 3 ohm. Okay. This is 3 ohms. So therefore I may say that my R Y connection is equal to 3, or my R delta connection is equal to 3 RY connection. Okay, so if you will go back to this formula, so mapapansin mo na magka-cross multiply ka lang, yan. So we have R delta is equal to 3 RY. Since your arrow if and only if your R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3. Okay, so therefore your Y connection, or your Y connection is already in your delta form, which is your terminal RB RB RC. So this is RB, this is RA, and RC. So this will be your terminal 1, 2, and 3. So terminal 1, terminal 2, and terminal 3. Take that your RB is equal to 3 ohm, your RC is equal to 3 ohm, and your RA is also equal to 3 ohm. So reconnecting it to this equation, so we have 3 ohm, or your RA RB, and then your RC. Then your RC is equal to 3 ohm. Okay, anong next na mapapansin nyo? Diba? So let's rewrite this into another figure. So wag yung wawalain yung A and B natin dito. Okay, mapapansin nyo na pahiga na yung figure. Joke lang. Okay, so we have our 1 ohm, and then our 3 ohms, our RC is equal to 3 ohm, and then so these are our terminals. So lalakihan ko na lang pala. Okay, para mas makita. So our 1 ohm, this is our terminal RC. This is also indicated into your terminals. So baliktarin natin to. So this is your RC, this is our RB. Though okay lang kasi parehas sila. Okay, so we have, kubahin natin yung kulay para makita nyo, ibabalik natin siya. Okay, blue pa rin to, which is 1 ohm, and then yellow for this 1 ohm. I take note this node can be extended into this one. Yan. And then your RA prime, RA double prime, RB double prime is equal to 1 ohm. Okay, and then this one will be connected to this will be your terminal 3. So tinaas ko lang siya, pwede mo lang siyang kasing extend pataas guys, kasi isang node lang naman yan. Then our R3 RA, this is my RB, and our RC. Okay, this is our RC, this is our RB. Okay, para hindi na tayo maglalito dito sa connection. So RC and our RB sa taas. Okay, this is our RB. Okay, check the definition of your series and parallel connections. You can see that your RA is in parallel with your 1 ohm when your RC is in parallel with your RA prime B prime. Why? Basically, their nodes are connected. Okay, their two terminals are directly connected. So therefore, I may say that my RA is parallel with 1 ohm and my RC is in parallel with my RB. But hindi sila series, sir. Actually, they are not series. Why? Because of this node. Okay? If pag walang node na yan, so pwede silang mag-series. Since meron yan, so parallel sila. Why? Because the two terminals of your RA, the two terminals of your RA is directly connected to the two terminals of this 1 ohm. So therefore, they are in parallel. So therefore, also your RC has the same explanation with your RA. So since our RB is equal to 3 ohm, and our RA is equal to 3 ohm, and also our RC is equal to 3 ohm, tama ba? So therefore, let's say that the parallel connection of your RA in parallel with your 1 ohm, so let's say this will be your R1 R1 or your RA1, so or your RA in parallel with 1 ohm, so it is equal to 1 all over 3 raised to negative 1 plus 1 raised to negative 1, it is equal to 3/4. And this connection wherein you have your RC is in parallel with 1 ohm, we have 1 all over 3 raised to negative 1 plus 1 raised to negative 1, so we have 3/4. Okay, so if you have 3/4 already, okay, so pag may 3/4 tayo, ano next na gagawin natin? So we will rewrite this figure into 1 ohm, and then ito naging parallel na sila, so magiging ganito yan. This is your RB, and then this will be the parallel combination of your RA in parallel with 1. Okay, and I will indicate this back. This resistor will be the parallel combination of your RA double prime P double prime in parallel with your RC, or your R1 in parallel with C. Okay, so this will be our terminal. Going back to its terminal B. To this terminal A, terminal B. Okay, so mapapansin nyo that your RA prime and R1 prime is in series with each other kasi nga the two terminals are connected. The one terminal of R1 or your RA in parallel with R1 is connected with the other terminal of your RA double prime double prime in parallel with your RC. So since isa lang yung connection nila and then connected sila to the other terminal, we may say that they are in series. So let's say RA in parallel with 1 plus in series combination of your RA prime double prime B double prime in parallel with RC is equal to the value of your RA in parallel with 1 and your RA double prime B double prime in parallel with RC. Your 3/4 plus 3/4 is equal to 3/4 plus 3/4 is equal to 6/4. Tama? Or 3/2. Or it's equal to 1.1. Okay, this terminal will be your 3/4 plus 3% 1/2. So 1/2 lang to. So therefore, I may say that the total resistance of this terminal, okay, the total resistance of this terminal, let's say this will be my terminal. So, kuha na ibang figure para makita nyo. Kulay, this will be our terminal, let's say, CD, RCD. Therefore, our RCD is equal to the parallel combination of this one, of this resistance and your RB. So, we have 1/2 in parallel with 3. Tama ba? 1/2 o 1.5. 3 halves in parallel with 3. 3 halves to. 3 halves in parallel with 3. So, we have 1 all over 3 halves raised to negative 1 plus 3 raised to negative 1. Take note that this is your RB or your 3. Yan. 3 raised to negative 1 is equal to 1. Use your calculator. So 1 divided by 3 halves raised to negative 1 plus 1. Plus 3 raised to negative 1. We have RCD is equal to 1. Okay, since RCD is equal to 1, I may say that the final connection of your RAB, so we have our 1 ohm, and this will be your RCD. C D is equal to 1 ohm. This will be the terminals A and B. So therefore, my RAB or yung tinatanong yung ZAB, Z stands for impedance, but your impedance will be in your AC analysis. ZAB is equal to 1 ohm plus our RCD. So we have 1 ohm plus 1 ohm is equal to 2 ohm. This is your value of your RAB is equal to your ZAB. Alright? Yan. Medyo mahaba yan, guys. Okay? Though hindi siya ganun kahaba pag na-practice mo na siya. So this is our example number 1 for your Y to delta connection. Okay? Thank you.